What's happening, geeks? Welcome to a brand new episode of Cosplay Chris, and today we're talking about 2016 comic book films and my predictions for them. Now, a couple of videos ago, I said it was pretty safe to say that 2016 is going to be a big year for superhero comic book films, geek-themed films, and let's talk about the main ones that we're anticipating, the ones that we have been yearning and waiting for. Now, first up on the official list is X-Men Apocalypse, directed by Bryan Singer. After Days of Future Past, we knew that Bryan Singer was back in full form, right back where he used to be in terms of filmmaking. We know he went off the rails a little bit, but now we know that X-Men is his baby. It is his thing, his trademark, and he clearly loves doing these films. And then we got the first official look of Apocalypse, even though we all thought Ivan Ooze was doing a cameo. Is Ivan Ooze doing a cameo in this film? Anyway, we did not like the look one bit because it just didn't look like Apocalypse. It just looked like a dude in bad prosthetic makeup and a cheesy costume. Cut to the first official trailer released online and we get this. Now that looks more like it to me. And then we get our first official poster of Apocalypse for X-Men Apocalypse, and he looks gorgeous. Very, very faithful to the actual illustration of Apocalypse himself. I guess you could say I am hyped for this film, but at the same time, I do like the original cast of X-Men. Mind you, I do like that they've incorporated the old cast and the new cast together. To me, that works really well, as it did in Days of Future Past. So I am hyped for this film, and I expect it'll do very well at the box office, because like Days of Future Past, I think this one is going to throw us a curveball and they're just going to knock it out of the park again. Next up, we got Captain America Civil War. Now, if you guys haven't seen my trailer review for Captain America Civil War, you can check that out on my channel. And as we all know, that trailer blew us out of the water. That epic final shot right at the end of Cap and Bucky tag teaming the shit out of Iron Man was just beautiful. And like I've stated before, with every Marvel film that comes out, we see the stakes are raised higher and higher, and this time, it looks like it's the fucking endgame in Captain America Civil War. We got two very strong personalities that were once good friends but are now enemies, and they're gonna clash like there's no tomorrow. It's gonna be the next Clash of the Titans, up there with Batman vs Superman. As always, got an awesome ensemble cast for a Marvel film, and we're getting introduced to a lot of new characters in this installment, including the amazingly looking Black Panther. And speaking of the new phase of individual Marvel films, the new Thor is gonna be filming here in June up in Queensland, so that is going to be damn cool to see those set photos. And I love the fact that they're coming here to Australia to do a Marvel film. And also, Chris Hemsworth's going to love coming back home to film. So my predictions are Captain America Civil War hopefully is going to be like the Winter Soldier and just blow our minds away, because the Winter Soldier was so impressive that this film has got a lot of expectations riding on it. But as always, they're going to do it. Next up, we got Suicide Squad. This is the one I think we're all waiting for. This is the one we want to see. We want to see a team like the Avengers or the Justice League, but bad guys. And when that Comic-Con trailer was unofficially released, then officially released, we got that first beautiful shot of Jared Leto as the Joker. And he looks terrifying. We've got Margot Robbie, Will Smith, Jai Courtney. It's an amazing little ensemble cast with an interesting bunch of characters that have never been put to screen before. And we're finally gonna see that. This is the one I think we're all yearning for. My predictions are it's gonna be big. We've got a lot of big names in here. We've got a lot of famous characters that people have cosplayed with. Even non-cosplayers or geek enthusiasts know these characters. Everyone knows Joker and Harley Quinn, and we're finally seeing them together on screen, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And the fact that they're tying in Ben Affleck's Batman into this is just another step up, because hopefully we're going to see a little cameo of Jared Leto's Joker in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. It's coming out August this year, and I think honestly it's going to be like Star Wars. It's going to cater to everyone, even if you're not a fan or you're not familiar with the mythology of each character. You're going to want to go see this movie. Next up, we got the Pool of Death. Okay, every trailer, poster, promotional footage I've seen for this movie has left me with my jaw on the floor. This film is impressing me so much already and I haven't even seen it. And the fact that Ryan Reynolds is so invested in this character really impresses me, because, you know, when actors play superheroes, sometimes they don't want to even know about it after filming's done. They just see it as a job. But with Ryan Reynolds, he's an actual Deadpool geek, and I love that. And we all know Ryan Reynolds was born to play Deadpool. He's referenced in the comics as looking like a cross between a Sharpay and Ryan Reynolds. That's fate right there. And he's been trying to get this project off the ground for several years, and it's finally happened, and so far it looks amazing. It looks so faithful to the humor, the look, the mythology of Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds and TJ Miller already have amazing chemistry from what we've seen in the trailers and promotional footage. The suit is just flawless. It's exactly Deadpool. It's how he is in the comics. Nothing's changed. I haven't heard one bad thing about it. And of course, you got Ryan Reynolds in that suit, and I have read that he tried to do as much work as possible in that suit. Obviously, in the case of when stunts were required, they have to bring in the stuntmen, which again, I can't have enough respect for this guy because he's such a Deadpool fan and he's so devoted to the project. And my predictions are with this film, it's going to be like Suicide Squad. You're going to get people that aren't fans, but they're going to see the trailer and they're going to want to see it. The humor is the biggest selling point for Deadpool, and they've got it right on point. And of course, last but certainly not least, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. We have been dying to see Batman and Superman on screen together for a very long time, and Zack Snyder is finally giving us that. This film is only a couple of months away, and I can't believe it's come to this point already. I remember years ago when they announced this at Comic-Con 2013, when the Superman logo came out and it was backed up by the bat signal, and we just went nuts. We then moved on to the casting of Ben Affleck as Batman, and that was so controversial and just fucking stupid. Just goes to show how narrow-minded a lot of people are, because you know what? I think he's going to do a fantastic job. If he doesn't, at least the guy tried and he had the balls to do so. But honestly, he's going to do a great job. He looks amazing as Bruce Wayne, amazing as Batman. He can act well if he puts his mind to it. Let's just see if he can act through that suit and put on that persona as Bruce Wayne, the playboy billionaire, and just have that disturbed dark side as well. And again, like all these other comic book movies, we are getting some amazing ensemble casts, and this film is no exception. You got Affleck, Cavill, Amy Adams, Lawrence Fishburne, Jesse Eisenberg, Jeremy Irons as Alfred. That is just pure class right there. Now, there was some argument that the last trailer gave out way too much from the actual story, but I don't think that's the case. Like I said, I think they're going to throw us a curveball. We haven't even seen the introduction or any footage of Aquaman whatsoever in any of the trailers, so they're leaving that out of the picture, obviously. We've obviously got The Flash, we've got Doomsday, and I like the look of Doomsday. It's different, but it is Doomsday. My only gripe with the film is Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. He doesn't look empowering and imposing like Lex Luthor should be. Obviously, none of these films are going to be as big as The Force Awakens, but I think Batman vs Superman is one that is going to do very, very well, and very well for Warner Brothers and DC Comics. And people don't know the backstory of Batman vs Superman are going to watch this, then go back, read the graphic novels, watch the cartoons, and we'll probably get new fans out of this. And if all goes well, I just want to see Affleck do his own Batman film, direct it, write it, star in it, because I think that would just be so different to see and very cool, you know, from The Town or even Argo. We've seen what the guy's capable of, not just behind the camera, but in front of the camera, and he's a great storyteller. And like Ryan Reynolds loving Deadpool, Ben Affleck loves the character of Batman, so that just ups the ante with what he could bring us in terms of a standalone Batman film. In terms of the outcome and who the real winner is going to be, I don't think there's going to be any winner at all. From the looks of it, and we kind of know this, they're going to team up at the end, and that is going to be the start of the Justice League. Dawn of Justice. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Please drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts on the upcoming superhero / geek / comic book films for 2016. What one are you mostly waiting for? What one are you least waiting for? And what one do you think is going to do very well at the box office? As always, thanks very much for your continuing support. And until next time, geeks, please always remember, cosplayers do it best.